Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to use some of the OverDrive features, especially if you are an English teacher or during the students' AR period, to help make sure that the students are reading on the Chromebooks. They're actually reading the ebook title they downloaded. So I am in my account right now and I'm going to go ahead and open the ebook, and from here, you're going to see a menu button. If for some reason you don't see a menu button, if you just click in the left corner of the page, that will show up. And then you'll see this menu. And I'm going to just briefly go over what these are. The first one is the overview. The overview is actually a really great tool. What it's going to do is it's going to show you when the book was first opened, how many times it was opened, as in how many times it was shown on the screen that a student clicked on it, how many pages have turned, and the total reading time. So this is a great way for you to see if they really are reading and how many pages they are reading. And then what this is also going to do is it's going to give you the option of seeing um, when they first downloaded it and if they've been renewing it and that type of thing. The next option you have in the menu is there's a search tool. So if a student needs to search for a certain term, they could do that there. Chapters, if they need to fast forward to a certain chapter. Marks, if for example they have a highlight that they've created, that will show up under marks. So if they wanted to be able to do something with these, export these or something like that, they can do that. The readability settings is a really great tool. This is going to really let you customize it, especially if you have a student who needs a special accommodation for some reason. If the text needs to be bigger, you can just drag it over. If it needs to be smaller, you can drag it over. Not quite sure why, but that option exists. There's also a lighting option. So if for some students they want to read the text on the opposite type of lighting, they can do that by just toggling back and forth. The other thing they can do is change the font. Some fonts might just be a little distracting to them. There's also an assistive font for, which is an open dyslexic font for students with dyslexia. And then the publisher's default is just going to look really like it is a paper format book. And then the font, students can actually change font. They can change justification if they want and change line spacing. So it really does allow them to read the book at a level of comfort that might be best for them. Also, it will tell you offline access. If a student needs to read this offline, they can actually download the book to the device that they're on and read it offline. And you can do that way by just clicking on that. And then the tips and secrets is just going to give you some more options. For example, there's a timeline that's at the bottom of the screen that students can access that will take them to different parts or chapters of the book. But again, that's really not a necessary tool for them. But it would look something like a Kindle would look when you're reading a Kindle ebook. So those are the main options. Again, the overview one is probably the one that you're going to use the most. You can see, I've read 45 pages in 20 minutes. Maybe I've only read 2 pages in 20 minutes, so maybe a conversation needs to be had about how many tabs I have open or, how I'm utilizing my time. I just wanted to share that tool with you. If you have any questions about OverDrive or anything about audiobooks or our ebook collection, or you have suggestions, you can always email me and let me know. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great day.